The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Greg the Barbecue Broker DiGiorgio. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by the Barbecue Broker. No? Guess not. Well, with the holidays and everything, Greg actually had a closing this afternoon, so he is unable to join us today, unfortunately. But, business is business. That's the real estate market. Luckily I was able to get out in time. The package rush has been absolutely insane. They're expecting over 1 billion packages this year for us to deliver.
And you're responsible for 1.5 million of them.
Pretty damn close at the rate I'm going. But so it's just me and you, Ben, holding the fort. So,
and you've got a great guest today.
Absolutely. So today's episode is brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake. Have you ever stopped to wonder why your neighbor has a line of people waiting to get in their backyard? Have you been wondering why your friends aren't coming over when you say you're cooking some barbecue? There is a simple answer to both of these questions. Your neighbor is using Uncle Steve's Shake and you aren't, which means one thing, you better get you some right now. Uncle Steve's Shake is handmade using only the finest ingredients and comes in 8 amazing flavors, including the brand new competition line. If you eat it, we have a shake for it. If you have shake questions, Uncle Steve's has fantastic customer service to talk you through any of your shake needs. It's time to take your backyard barbecue to the next level with Uncle Steve's Shake. Shake some on everything. Not bad. I did pretty good.
Well done.
Greg was one.
1 down, 2 to go.
1 down, 2 to go. Let's do this. And we're also brought to you by our friends at Two Guys Smoke Shop and twoguyscigars.com. Whether we're barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling thanks to our friends at twoguyscigars.com. Today we are smoking the Big Poppy from El Artista Cigars, David's baseball legend, David Ortiz's own brand. Thanks to our friends at twoguyscigars.com, we get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit twoguyscigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2guyscigars.com. And we are also brought to you by Manscaped, who has the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. Untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. I am talking about Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0. The Lawnmower 3.0 comes inside their brand new Perfect Package 3.0, which makes for the perfect gift this holiday season. It's literally everything you need to keep trimmed, to cut down, smelling nice down there. The crop preserver, the
ball deodorant, toner, everything. Then the weed whacker nose hair and ear trimmer. Works like a charm.
Great stuff. 9,000 RPMs, 360-degree rotation on the blades. This thing's like a Ferrari in your hand. And you won't snag your nuts. Specific designs.
It's not about you. It's about who you present them to.
That's it. They want to unwrap their package and,
They want to open the gift, and they don't want packing peanuts everywhere.
Thank you.
They just want to get straight to the gift.
Perfect. So that's manscaped.com. Use the code PITLIFE for 20% off and free shipping. That's manscaped.com, promo code PITLIFE. Thank you guys so much. All our sponsors are fantastic. So we're down to the brass tacks of today. I'm very excited. Today we are being joined by our dear friend Ray Sheehan of BBQ Buddha out of the great state of New Jersey. Ray, what's up, brother?
Hey, how are you today?
Good, pal. Happy holidays. How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, man. I was trying to keep the smoke rolling, but I ended up keeping myself rolling. I was just eating way too much.
Oh, I tell you, I wound up on the floor by the end of the day on one of the big-ass beanbag chairs with a plate of pie on my chest, just dumping it in the gullet. I couldn't even sit up. But, it was good. It was good. So that was fantastic. So what's been going on, my friend? The last time we had you on was back in April on the release of this beauty right here, the award-winning Sauces and How to Use Them cookbook.
I don't have to tell you, it's been a challenging year. The cookbook was, the release was, it's been fantastic, and it's afforded me the opportunity to get myself out there and, let people know who I am, what I'm about. I've been able to go on some great shows like yours and speak the barbecue gospel and to spread the barbecue sauce love and just tell people about my book and my company. But all of our events have been canceled just about like everyone else's. So fortunately, people have been cooking a little bit more at home. So we've been doing good with our online store and selling our sauces and rubs and books. But it's been a little bit of a challenge. But I would say overall, we've just been pushing forward this year and trying to make the best of it.
Yeah, that's all we can do. All we can do. I know you're still writing your monthly article segment for the Barbecue News.
Yes.
Publication.
I do a monthly article in there. Typically, it's a recipe, or sometimes there's an occasional product review, or just an article based on barbecue. And this year, I've also become the resident grilling guru with Chef Jamie Gwynn on KA, radio in LA in California. So we're talking barbecue like once a month, and we're talking about things that are anything you could do on the grill and the smoker. So that's pretty cool. She's syndicated a radio show in about 85 markets. And so I'm really working hard to get myself out there. And like I said, we're just trying to, get the word out about this great sauce book and our sauces.
Oh yeah, and like I said, it is all fantastic. Like you said, we got the Memphis Mop, which is absolutely tremendous. The Kansas City, and this is the belly rub, and this is the Zen steak rub, which is phenomenal. And all of a sudden, and multi-award winning, if I'm not mistaken. And you've got a couple more accolades with some sauces.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing about this year that has been really great. Right in April, right before the book dropped, we found out that we won first place at the National Barbecue and Grilling Association's Awards of Excellence for vinegar sauce. So we won first place with that one. And then over towards the end of the summer and the beginning of September, which actually wasn't announced until October, was Sauce King NYC. We won Grand Champion at the Sauce King NYC virtual sauce competition, over 100 different sauces from around the world. And we were humbled to get chosen as first place sauce with our Memphis Mop barbecue sauce. And then most recently, it was a hat trick. We got first place gluten-free barbecue sauce at the International Flavor Awards. That's also a international sauce competition. And they do a lot of other products too, but barbecue, they do quite a few barbecue sauces. And for the gluten-free division, we won first place. So as far as awards go, I mean, it's really been great. And that, I won a big green egg for the Sauce King. So that was really awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
So I added to my collection with a with the green egg, and then for a very early birthday gift, my wife got me what do you call it? One of those Blackstone griddles.
Oh, I saw that on some of your social medias. They're great, aren't they?
Well, I was inspired by your Blackstone cooking earlier this year, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, man, I really want to get one of those. She's like, what was that called? And she's like, writing it down. I'm like, you never know. So, but yeah, so we won some awards, and what that translates to, basically, taste is so subjective, but what that translates to is, it's great for marketing, and it lets people know that we're, a sauce to give a try. Try it out, see what you think, and you be the judge. So that was really good this year.
Oh yeah, because it's so funny because I'll use it on a regular basis with everything I'm doing for the family and all this, and and I'll be running low, and I'm like, okay, I got to place an order, So by the next weekend,
right,
I'll open the cabinets, and it will just for example, it'll be lined up perfect. So I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to place where'd that come from? Mrs. Maggs has me on quite the schedule of my replenishment inventory. So apparently, without my knowing, there's a box shows up here and there, and I know this past Christmas she loaded me up, so I was on my garage is full of of just bottles of this and that. But yeah, it is tremendous stuff you have, Ray. And I know our friend Daddy Dutch, Kent Vanderweerd from Daddy Dutch BBQ on YouTube. He had got one with a package from one of the giveaways, and he is head over heels on them. So, like I said, I highly recommend anybody, check them out at bbqbuddha.com. Get your orders. Now, tell me some more, tell me anything on the hot sauce you've come out with. So the hot sauce,
we have a new item this year, and it's called Mantra Hot Sauce. It's really a great all-purpose hot sauce. It's not super hot. It's a cayenne red pepper sauce, and it's got notes of garlic and spice. And it's very robust. It's really great to use in your rib wrap if you're the type of person that likes to wrap your ribs and add a little extra flavor. I use it in my rib wrap with brown sugar and a little honey to counterbalance the heat. And I have a bottle right here, and this is what it looks like.
Nice.
And we call it Mantra because infusing every meal with flavor is our daily mantra, and naturally. There's no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives in any of our products. So this is a hot sauce that you could use on pizza, on eggs, on a burger, on a cheesesteak. It's got just enough zing to add flavor to your meal without basically it complements your meal rather than taking over your entire palate.
Yeah, because that's what I like, a nice, because I'm a fool for hot sauces. I love all the different ones. But, you can get some of them that it's like ridiculous. It just takes away everything. I want the hot sauce experience, if you will, but I don't want to lose the flavor. I want it to complement what I'm eating without just being, all you're tasting is heat and pain. Some of those are ridiculous. So a nice, even one with some kick, that's right up my alley.
It has a nice kick. Like I said, it's very robust, and it is kind of barbecue inspired. And you got a couple coming your way, I believe. So you'll be able to try it out probably this coming week. So just to let you know.
Fantastic. So everything's going well with you. Everything's going with the book. Has there been any thought or talk on a follow-up book?
Since I finished writing the first book, I've been, jotting down ideas for a second. And I had one idea that I thought was pretty good, but it was still a little too broad. So I've really been trying to dial it in on and off. I've been spending so much time trying to, operate my sauce and rub business that I haven't had as much time as I'd like to work on that. But I've spent some time kicking around ideas with a couple, barbecue mentors, I should say, that have kind of helped steer me in the right direction. So I'm hoping to make a proposal this coming year to my publisher and see where we can go from there. Nothing's guaranteed. They have, right of first refusal, but hopefully they like the idea and we can move forward. So,
absolutely.
Fingers crossed. This year we'll make another proposal and see if we can get something on the books.
Absolutely. Because sort of off subject. This year we had a good friend, Billy Gillespie from Smoking Hogs, on, and he has 3 books himself, and he's like, this is the last one. He goes, there was just so much work, and you've gone into the process. You've spoken on the previous episode of everything that goes into doing these, the picture wise, and you're cooking 4 or 5 recipes at a click and getting the right angle and the right setup for the pictures and all this, and it's got to be perfect. And he's like, I'm done. It's just so much work. He messaged me a couple weeks ago. He goes, I did it again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't believe it because, Bill Gillespie is an amazing, first of all, he's a wonderful human being, but he's a great barbecue guy. He's got so much to share. And I feel like it's not a matter of, I want to write another book. If you really have some great information to share, I think somehow it's going to come out, whether it's, writing for a magazine or in a book form. And I've gained so much knowledge from his books. I have all of them, and I'm looking forward to the next one. But because it's a fun read and there's so much great information in there. And that's when I wrote my book, Award-Winning Barbecue Sauces and How to Use Them. That's what I try to put into it. Some great information that people can refer back to. Like there's not only great sauces, which are the premise of the book, but there's some great brines and some rubs. And, those are the foundation of keeping your barbecue tender and moist. And when it comes down to it, barbecue's all about tenderness. If it's not tender, it's shoe leather and it's no good. So, you want to pass along some great information, and I have a lot to share. Even still, I have, I've been writing stuff. Like I have an idea for like another sauce book, but much more in depth, but I wouldn't follow up my sauce book with another sauce book. Yeah. So, that being said, I do have some other great ideas that I've been basically fine tuning. And when you're writing a book, it's basically a process of revision. You start out with this huge, pie, and then you just narrow it down into the finished product, and you're constantly revising. Same thing when we were doing the pictures. It was a process of, Ken Goodman would take the first picture, change the place setting, change something, and then get it down to where it's like, okay, there it is. That's the shot. Or this, for me in writing, it was, this is what I want to convey to the reader. And this is what I want them to get out of this recipe. Anybody can sit down and write recipes, but you have to have your reason why. What you have to sell it. What makes this work, and what's the reader going to get out of it, and what are they going to be able to share, with the people that they're cooking for.
Oh, absolutely, and it's when you had said it's a good read. Reminded me of a little story I've been meaning to tell you. That we bought a new house up in the Lakes region this year, beginning of this year, and we ran into a little issue on our first floor, which would be the basement. It's a raised ranch, so it's 2 floors, so the kitchen and everything is technically on the second floor, but we lost all the kids' books. So, and then with everything with the school and everything and being remote, it's like, oh, what the hell we doing? You know,
Right.
we go get certain books, and by the way they have them scheduled to read, you know, they're doing at least a book, if not two a week, because you got to read like 5-6 chapters a night, and they're you know, quote unquote children's books. So there's not a whole lot to them.
Right.
So it's like you're constantly, well, how the hell am I going to do this? I can't go to the store. I got to order it, then wait for it to show up, and he's got stuff doing. My son started reading the cookbooks and writing the paragraph on the different recipes and the different pictures. Because I'm sitting there, I showed up one day from work, and he's sitting there at the island, and he's got your book, and he actually has one of Billy Gillespie's, and he's flipping through, and he's writing. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, I don't have any books, and I have assignments due. So he's literally doing paragraphs for the teachers. So he's marketing your book to the teachers, the faculty at the school.
Awesome.
Because the teachers are sending messages, goes, what's going on here? Because obviously it's completely out of the realm of anything they've ever seen. You know, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid or whatever. They're expecting stuff like that, or Cinderella and fairy tales and knights, and he's throwing in paragraphs and papers on barbecue and Alabama white sauces. And the
awesome.
teachers are like, "What?" I go, well, I'm a barbecue guy. I have a podcast, you know, comp stuff like that, and he loves doing it with me. You know, he has a few special needs, but one of the constant things he does, he loves to be out by the grill with me. You know, his focus will stay there and, well, longer than most anything. But it's just so funny that the teachers go, what is this? And, you know, where do they get it? Oh, well, you can go to Amazon or the website and get your own copy of this. It was just so funny because like I said, I walked in and he's literally doing homework assignments on your cookbook for his reading classes.
And, you know, barbecue brings people together. And if you read the book, you know, I dedicated the book to my son.
Yes.
Who I spend a lot of time with, and I'm a big proponent of get them out there and start them early. Not that they have to do this for a vocation; he can do whatever he wants for his career, but you got to know how to sustain yourself. And what a better way than, you know, cooking with, you know, your parents and because we're cooking, but we're having fun, we're barbecuing, and
absolutely,
that's a bond that I wanted to really. Let him know that I appreciate, you know?
Yeah. Because like I said, I've been doing a few more of the getting into it deeper on the different sauces and trying a couple recipes out because obviously with the winter coming, especially here on the East Coast and especially up in New England, you know how that goes snow wise. So, you know, the barbecue, I'm literally out there we'll be shoveling spots to move the smoker out of the garage because I go all year. It doesn't stop with me. But, you know, I'm getting some of them together because, especially with the winter, you know, we're not doing anything outside. I'll have time to do more videos for my YouTube page. So I'm going to be definitely doing more of the videos. Like I've done a couple with the white sauce, which is phenomenal, and my wife is absolutely hooked on it. You know, what do we need for Ray's Alabama sauce? I go, well, we got this, so I need this. Okay. The next thing you know, I go, well, apparently I'm making white sauce this weekend. You know, probably
that's one of my wife's favorite sauces also. That one and the Asian one, I feel like are the ones that we make the most probably in my house. That one, I mean, of course, the Memphis and the Kansas City, but the Asian and, you know, because we'll do cedar plank salmon, we'll do the pork meatballs. It's just so versatile to have it just in the fridge, and then, you know, you get a piece of salmon, you have dinner in no time. You know, it's quick. But let me just say this: as far as like, I'm a cookbook junkie. One of the things that I love about cookbooks is kind of taking them apart and finding sub recipes in different people's cookbooks that I can turn around and twist and add, tweak to, and kind of make it my own. So in my book, I wanted to put like if you notice the Southern Cordon Bleu,
Yes.
there's a recipe for pimento cheese. That's an awesome recipe for pimento cheese. Even if you don't make the cordon bleu and you just make that pimento cheese, it's great hors d'oeuvre with crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Pimento cheese sandwiches. For the pig out cone, likewise, it's a great recipe to make. But if you wanted to just pull out the 5 cheese bacon mac, it's an awesome mac and cheese. So these little sub recipes in there that you can pull out of the book and refer back to and make your own. I think that's pretty unique and pretty cool to do.
Oh yeah, and like I said, like I was saying with the Alabama white sauce, you have the recipe on how to make it. Then you have the pasta salad recipe, the coleslaw.
Right.
We've tweaked those. The pasta salad. Adding different things to it, but it is such a refreshing sauce. It has that vinegar kick to it, which is just wonderful during the summer, and especially with a macaroni salad or pasta salad. We've even done it with a potato salad, and trying to find different things to use it with other than the usual things.
Smoked chicken.
Oh yeah, so it's that make a sauce, then experiment from there on. This could go with this, or this could go with this. We had a big thing with the with a smoked queso a few months back that kind of ran wild on YouTube, and so everyone was making it, and you were trying different things. And I actually just did one last week of some cheese fries, queso cheese fries.
Ah, nice.
And it was phenomenal. But one of my friends, Rick Galindo from Rick's BBQ and Specialties, he did one. He goes, just wait on this. He did a steak and used it as a drizzle, the queso as a drizzle on the steak, which I would never have thought of. But that's what you were just saying, of thinking out of the box, or taking a recipe and tweaking it your own. Or, I find myself, am I still going? Right? All right, because I'm not quite hearing myself.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
All right. As long as everyone can hear me, I don't care if I can hear myself. But, there it goes. The wire got loose. But, like, I'll find myself taking, like, your recipe book and Billy's recipe book, or, Andy Husbands from the Smokehouse, his book, and very similar recipes. Okay, and you used A, B, and C. Billy used this. Take a little of this, take a little of that, take a little of the 3 books itself, and like you said, come up with one of your quote unquote your own. Excuse me, but that whole culinary experimenting, which is phenomenal. Because just like you, I'm a cookbook junkie myself. Got an entire line, and luckily mine weren't with the kids' books. But but that's the thing. It's, you can experiment and come up with different flavors, or try different flavors with something you would never have even expected. And that's the beautiful thing. And I think that's what really keeps us going, along with, like you had said, the camaraderie, the time you can spend bringing people together. I know we did back in the 4th of July. I did because my son, he's always, can we do this? Can we do this? So we bought him a little, like the small Weber. Right. And, he's out there doing hot dogs and everything. And out of the blue, he's like, I challenge you to a hot dog cooking contest. Cool. I go, okay, you want to go? You want to come? You want to, of course, I'm talking all types of nonsense, because I'm like, dude, I can get a video out of this. That'll be hilarious. So he's there on film. I challenge you. Okay, let's go. We each got a hot. I go, what kind of hot dog you got? The one that was in the fridge. Okay. What about you? Oh, I got this nice A5 Wagyu dog, and So we're cooking them, and of course, I'm setting it up that I'm absolutely destroying this dog. I got the Vortex set in the in the Weber. So I got this hot dog cooking on 600 degrees, and I'm planning on getting it fully charred all the way through, and then putting up a giant stink. But out of all the videos and recipes, that's my favorite one. Because just like you said, it's that time you got to spend with your son or daughter, for that matter, and that memory is always there in hopefully both your minds.
Absolutely.
Oh, but it's fun things, and it's all from barbecue. Something so simple that has been around for hundreds of years, and it's not going away. It just keeps getting more and more popular. Now, have you found a reach outside of the States? Obviously, we got Canada and everything. That's pretty much, but like Europe and I know you at least. We're back into the 2020 thing. You would do the TV stuff with one of the local stations there in New Jersey, and have you been in contact with people over Europe and that area on some of your stuff? Australia, I know, is huge.
I as far as the book is concerned, with my publisher, my book is basically available just about everywhere. So it's available in Canada and Australia and the UK. I mean, you name it, it's there. As far as me getting out there, I've been fortunate to be on the Barbecue Talks show in the UK
with Ryan and Matt. Yep.
And had a lot of fun with those guys. And getting out into the United Kingdom was kind of like, that was really cool. I mean, I have to say, just to break out from the States a little bit, and with Ben Arnott from the Smoking Hot Confessions in Australia, I got to be on his show. It's billed as the #1 resource for barbecue in Australia, and barbecue in Australia, like you said, is really huge with meat stock. It's massive. Yeah. And so it was really great to get out there, and I've had some interest in a couple of stores carrying my products in Australia, which we're just kind of exploring and looking into now. So that would be really great. It's just going to come down to the, what the shipping and the customs and all that. But
the logistics
we're trying to work that
out. Yeah. Because I was going to ask about Ben, because I know he's also a contributor to the Barbecue News. He actually did an incredible write-up on our podcast 2 months, I think the October issue. Ben had reached out, and he, I'm looking at the email, Ben. I'm like, I know Ben. They're Smoking Hot Confessions. Like, what the hell's he emailing me about? What is what the hell does he want from little old me? So we got talking, and he did a fantastic job, and he also did a fantastic one in November on my former co-host Messy Mike. He's got a great barbecue trailer right up the street here in Derry, or London, Derry.
It looks cool, man. It looks like a nice Derry. It's a beautiful truck.
I think he said 28 feet. It's absolutely massive. Wow. And he's just cranking out of there when I talk to him. But Ben did a great write up on him in November too. But it's funny that you're talking worldwide in a niche topic of quote unquote barbecue, but you're going worldwide and you're meeting people you never thought you'd meet, or, making that's the one thing. It's the community of the whole thing. Well, I love to refer to it as the barbecue family, and everybody you meet, and everybody, is a phone call away on a question. I know I can call you on something. I can call Robbie Royal, from Rescue Smokers and, Barbecue Pitmasters fame and all his grand championships. I can call him up and he's going to, hey, what's up? I never in the world imagined I'd have some contacts and friendships with people, and even with Ben now in Australia, and my good friend Oli, who's down in Australia too, who gives me all my insights from the barbecue world in Australia. And then, we get into the shows of, having you on a few times now. And, even Len and Jeff from the Baseball and Barbecue. That's another great podcast. They meld both baseball and barbecue together and have a baseball historian. I know you've done a bunch of episodes with them. They're great guys. They're awesome. But it's just one of these things that the community that we have, and I truly feel blessed to have been able to be part of it and be quote unquote accepted into the brotherhood.
Well, where else you've been accepted into the brotherhood? You were speaking about Europe earlier, and I was just doing a little digging. Figured I'd look up some charts and see what's going on. You're the number 3 food podcast in the country of Luxembourg. So congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's got a population of less than Boston, but fantastic.
Hey, I'll take it. Positive numbers are positive numbers.
That is true.
But it's true. In barbecue, I've always said this. There's always there's a place for everyone to belong. I mean, the barbecue community. I mean, I've been at a competition and my injector broke. I had 3 people. Hey, you need an injector? What do you need? Whatever it's like. But this is your competition. But they're there for you. Nobody wants to see you crash and burn. They want to beat you, but they don't want to see you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
They want to, there is a place for everyone, and it's very accepting, and the camaraderie is really unparalleled. 6-7 years ago, I would have never thought that this journey that I'm on would be happening the way it is, and I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
And to create products that would be accepted and award-winning against products that are barbecue staples blows my mind. And, even for my book to have endorsements from, some barbecue Hall of Famers on there and people that are deeply embedded in the industry. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm very grateful,
Yeah. And, it's like you were saying at the competition, you're missing an injector. And it's for the life of me, I'm looking on my phone right now on Netflix of, they've had a bunch of new barbecue shows, and for the life of me, I can't find it. No, I'm sorry, right there, the American Barbecue Showdown. Have you seen that? It came out a couple months ago.
I actually have not seen it yet.
Oh, it is tremendous. They had, I'm talking out of the side of my mouth, call it 8 or 10 competitors. And, it's the tournament style, different, you're cooking different things, that whole tournament. But in one of the final episodes, one of the guys ran into an issue. And you just saw everybody who is there, who is going to win this prize, win this title. And they're putting aside what they're doing for that said competition that day, and bringing all their forces together to help this one competitor out. And that moment right there really shows you the heart and soul of the people who are involved in the barbecue world. Just like you were saying, they're your competitors, but yeah, here you go. Here's the injector. Oh, you need a knife, foil.
Right.
They're willing to give you the shirt off their back. Ain't gonna help you cook it or give you the full recipe, but but on that grand scheme of things, go, no, you're not walking away from this over this. You got a little behind on this. We're going to help you, bring you back to get on track. And it was just a wonderful episode that really showed, the camaraderie and the brother and sisterhood that we all have in the barbecue community.
Absolutely. And that's why I feel like, when you take some of these tell-all classes, they really tell you everything there is. Everybody brings something different to the same recipe. And just because I give you my sauce recipe doesn't necessarily mean that when you make it, you might do things just a slight bit different, and it's going to come out the way you like it. and then that's going to be something that you share. And we, everything is, we share everything, and we're there for our brothers and sisters,
Yeah. Yeah. And I forget who the hell had said it. It's probably multiple people. Yeah, I'll give you my full recipe from, grain 1 of salt to the final product. And it always finishes with good luck.
Right.
Because here it is, good luck. Have at it, because you don't quite do it the way I do it, but, here's my full process. If you can come close, you can beat me with it. Hey, congratulations, but good luck. But like you said, no one's. I'm not giving you any of that information. That's from nobody. Everybody's there I'll give you all the information you have. And best of luck to you on cooking it.
I feel like it's kind of like, in a way, that it's for the good of barbecue. It's like, we want to see our traditions continue long after we're here.
Yep.
So I feel like, you come up with a recipe and you kind of want to, nurture it along and kind of protect it, so to speak. But in the end, we want barbecue as, as everything that it stands for, as a community, as a sport, as a business. We want to see it continue and for generations. So it's bigger than all of us, so we're all just lucky to be here and be able to make a contribution to it and to see it flourish. I mean, we're in a great time right now where it's really flourishing, even despite pandemic and everything else, because fortunately for us creators, and you're a creator of content and I'm creating a sauce, but people are at home more, so they have more time to watch your show and to use my sauce or Steve Shake or any, everyone who's out there. And it's a really, in that regard, it's a good time for its expansion, and we want to see it continue to flourish. So that's why our contributions are so important.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like you said, the pandemic has definitely threw us all a curveball, with the canceled competitions and different events, and, like you were saying earlier, events you had planned, for your sauce and your products, those got canceled. So everyone's taking the hit, and I'm just hoping that we can get, eventually we will get by past it. I'm hoping it's improving. We're all talking about planning on going down to Houston in February for the Houston Livestock and Rodeo Barbecue Competition. There's a ton of us hopefully going down there. And, that's going to be phenomenal. Just, on the content level, meeting everybody I'm friends with, but meeting in person, and God knows who else is going to be there, between the livestock shows there, between Houston, San Antonio, the big ones that, it's just going to be great to branch out, meet some more people, and see what's going on at one of these huge things. Eventually someday get down to the Royal or the Jack, get everything back to normal.
Yeah, going into 2021, we have, since we won Sauce King NYC, we've been invited to some events that they're going to be putting on, like Pig Island is a big one. The Sauce King NYC competition is going to be a live competition in 2021, and the NYC picnic. So we have plans on doing some big events where we're going to be vending our products, and I'm probably going to be cutting back a little bit on the competitions, just because we really need to focus on getting our products out there, and I hate to say it, but making money and staying profitable to stay alive. I love doing competitions, but when we do the competitions, it does cost us pretty good amount of money to do. So we'll still be out there here and there, but we're really going to focus our efforts on expanding the brand. And I'm hoping, I have some other sauces that I'm working on, so it would be really great if we could come out with another sauce in 21. we'll see if we can do that. But,
awesome, because that's what I was just about to ask you before we started wrapping this up, was if you had anything in the pipeline.
I mean, yeah, I do. I have a lot of stuff in the pipeline, but it's costly to put out products and to basically stick with our, keep everything in stock with our minimums. Our minimums are a little high. So if I come out with a product and I need to take X amount of cases of it and everything that goes into the research and development of the new product, I'd rather have less products and a higher quality than a bunch of different products and low quality. So we've taken our time. We're going into the 6th year, and we've taken our time. We have 5 products. We could have 20 products. I mean, I have enough recipes done in the can to have 20 products between sauces and ketchups and glazes and rubs. But again, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yes.
And I think for the next sauce, we're going to do kind of like get our customers' feedback to see which sauce they'd like to see next. Whether it's a white or a mustard or the cherry bourbon or just bourbon. Because I like the bourbon. It's a clean spirit, and all our products are clean. So that would be one that I'd be looking into. But I've been making this mustard sauce, and I've been putting it on everything. So I really would like to see that come to light sometime. But like I said, it's kind of a work in progress. And the main thing right now is keeping all of our current products in stock. The Mantra hot sauce has been going extremely well. All our stores have taken it. And the couple events that we were able to do, it sold just as well as my barbecue sauces. So that was really great. But we'll see. I'm not in a rush to create. I mean, don't get me wrong. My favorite thing is creating these products, but I'm not in a rush to put it out there. Like I said, I want to make sure that the products that we have are high quality and that we can sustain producing them at a reasonable cost. So going forward, yeah, hopefully we can do another sauce in 21. That would be really awesome.
Oh, that's tremendous. That's tremendous. Well, Ray, once again, thank you so much. It was great to get you on, catch up with you, see what was going on with everything, because it's been a while. Like I said, April, I think, was the last time we really spoke.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while. Excuse me. I just want to say one thing before we go, as a thank you for having me on, because I really appreciate you having me on. I'd like to extend a discount code to your listeners and viewers, if that's okay with you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Ray. That would be fantastic. A little early Christmas present for everybody. I like it.
From now through December 24th through Christmas Eve, enter the code PITLIFE15 to save 15% at bbqbuddha.com. That's BUDDHA.com. bbqbuddha.com. Save 15% on everything on the website, including my book, Award-Winning Barbecue Sauces and How to Use Them.
Oh, that is incredible. Ray, thank you so much. That is awesome. Extremely generous of you. I appreciate that, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. It's always a great time, and I love speaking with you. I'm sorry I missed Greg, but
there'll be another time.
Maybe next time.
Absolutely. So where can everyone find you social media-wise?
Social media-wise, on Instagram, that's at BBQ_Buddha, BUDDHA. On Facebook, at Award-Winning BBQ Sauce. On our website is bbqbuddha.com, BUDDHA.com.
Awesome. Well, like I said, Ray, thank you so much, brother. I love you. Appreciate you taking the time to come on. And if I don't catch up with you, have a happy holiday, you and the family, all the health and going into the new year.
Thank you. You too.
All right, brother. So hang on one second. Well, that's it this week, folks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. You'll have all our episodes right there at your fingertips. On social media, also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Pit Life BBQ. Also, I got to remember all his stuff, the BBQ Broker, _Broker on Instagram, YouTube channel. Catch us also on New England Pitmasters Facebook page, and also Johnny Mag's BBQ on YouTube. Questions and comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. And like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. Next week, if I'm not mistaken, we have Brother James Pavia of Aimum and Claimum Smokers, which is going to be a great interview. He's an awesome guy, so looking forward to that one. But all right, guys, thank you so much, and till next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.